You all should have your scale and pencil with you today when you sit to write down. We completed BODMAS questions yesterday, and we are going to start off a new topic which is called integers. It is a new topic. The first topic we already done was whole numbers. The second topic was playing with numbers, and now we are on the third chapter, that is integers. First of all, you only listen to my explanation. I will tell you when to write it down. Please don't write now. Only listen. In the number system, you have learned about counting numbers, or we call them as natural numbers. And the natural numbers are denoted by the letter N, capital N. And we know those numbers are counting numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. The smallest counting number or the natural number is 1, and there is no greatest natural number. It goes on. Same way in the chapter whole numbers. We started with 0 and we continued with the natural numbers. And here also the smallest whole number is 0, and there is no greatest whole number. Now, suppose you have a number line. I will just draw a number line. And in this number line, if you have 0 here, and we continue with 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this is a number line of whole numbers. It goes on. That's why the arrow is here. You should write that arrow. Now, this is called as the number line for whole numbers. If you had to find out the predecessor of 0, the predecessor of 0, or the mirror image of this number line. Suppose you keep one mirror over here. How will these numbers appear inside the mirror? You continue this number line, and at the same distance, you can see here 1, 2, 3, etc. But in an opposite way, you stand in front of the mirror, your left side will look like your right side. Your right will look like your left side. So here also, you will get the opposite of this, but at the same distance. You will get opposite of these numbers, and these numbers are always positive. I am writing short form. That is positive numbers. So what are the opposite of positives? Opposite of positives are negatives. So instead of 1, I will be getting -1 here. I will be getting -2 here, -3 here, and goes on. Now such a number line where you have positive numbers, negative numbers, and 0 in the middle. Such a set of numbers is called set of integers. And integers are denoted by the letter Z. So integers are represented like this because you have still more this side, that side also, this side also more. So therefore we write down dot, dot, dot. Then I can say -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, etc. That means this side also increasing, this side also decreasing. As you go on the right side, you get positive numbers. The value is more. As you go on the negative side, you see -1 means it is less than 0. It is not equal to 0. It is not positive. It is less than 0. That means minus 2 is still less than minus 1. So as you proceed on your left side, the values become less and less. Though the numeral is bigger, but because of the negative sign, the value becomes less. So when you go on the right side, the value becomes more or it becomes greater. As you go on the left side, the value becomes less. Now you might ask, what does this 0 mean? The 0 is like in the middle, like a mirror, I told you. It doesn't have positive nor negative. It is neither positive nor negative. There is no sign for 0. That you should remember. So in the set of integers, what do we have? We have positive numbers, we have negative numbers, including the 0 in the middle. And 0 has no sign, but it has a value. 0 has a value, but it doesn't have a sign. It is neither positive nor negative. Now, such numbers are called as integers. So, we already learned what are natural numbers. We learned what are whole numbers. Now, we can write down this. Main heading, write down, children. Even in your index, you should note down this is chapter 3. We are doing chapter number 3, integers. Note down the main heading. Now below that, you write down, I need not write in full form, n. N means natural numbers you already know. So write down, n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Below that, write down W. W means set of whole numbers. W is equal to, it starts from 0, continue with the natural numbers, right, like this. Now we will write down, what do you mean by Z? Z means it is the set of integers. It is represented, you can write down some dots here and you say minus 2, minus 1, 0. 1, 2, dots. Side heading, integers. Under that, write down a set of positive numbers negative numbers including 0. A set of positive numbers, negative numbers, including 0 is called integers. It is represented by, write capital Z. Therefore, Z is equal to hope it is done. Now we will draw the number line of integers. Okay, after this, after finishing this, write the next side heading as number line of integers. Side heading, number line of integers. Now you need to take a scale and a pencil, children. Don't just use the pen and a freehand drawing. No, it should be neat. So take a pencil and a scale and then draw a line. You can leave about 2 lines here below this and then draw a line like this, a long line from one end to the other end. And you need to draw 2 arrow marks on either side of that line. And in the middle, somewhere in the middle, it should be marked 0. And you can keep your scale and keep measuring maybe 1 centimeter because the distance should be equal. It should be equal distance. Mark like this. On either side of 0, you can mark 1 centimeter using your scale and pencil. How many centimeters? Maybe 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters you get, it's enough. And here you should write 1, 2, 3, 4, if possible 5. And this side you should write -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, etc. Complete this much, children. Neatly draw. Then you can draw one arrow here and say this is 0. And here this side of the right side, you should write positives. And left side, you write negatives. Is it done, children? I hope now you know the number line of integers. We have 0 in the middle, and on your right side, always positive numbers. On your left side, negative numbers. And equal intervals you have to mark. That's why you need a scale. Properly you have to mark. Now you might be wondering, where do we use these integers? Where in life it is useful? Okay, let us see. In our daily life, we come across profit, loss. Profit means it is more. So we say it belongs to positives. Loss means it is less, it is becoming less, right? So it is considered as negative. Same way, going towards north, upward, it is considered as positive. And going towards the south, downward, the depth, height. Height is positive, depth is negative. Is that clear? So going north or going south. That is positive upward, negative downward. You can also say temperatures. Sometimes rise in temperature. Sometimes drop in temperature or fall in temperature. Sometimes we deposit the money in the bank, so you have more. Sometimes we take out that money from the bank, which is called withdrawal. Withdrawal means we are taking out that money. We want that money, so we withdraw that money. So withdrawal is considered as negative. Deposit is considered as positive. Now, these are few examples we come across in our daily life. So I can say going up is positive, coming down is negative. Rise in temperature, drop in temperature. Forward, going forward and going backward. So forward is positive, backward is negative. You must have also seen in the lifts or the elevators, you have seen basement is marked as minus, whereas when you go on the height, it is marked as plus. So positives need not be written plus sign. I can simply write without the sign, it means it is positive. Basement is considered below the ground level. That's why it is negative. Above the ground level is positive. Above sea level is positive. Below sea level is negative. See, all these examples, keep it in mind when we do the questions. Now we go to some note. We learn about integers more. The first point you should know, 0 has no sign. It is neither positive nor negative. Now, as you go on the right side, it is always positive. When you go on the left side of 0, it is negative. So, right side of 0 is positive, left side of 0 is negative. That means positives are greater than 0 and negatives are lesser than 0. So now you know 3 points. The first point is 0 has no sign. So we say 0 is neither positive nor negative. Second one, positive integers are always greater than 0. Always greater than 0. Third point, negative integers are always less than 0. Now what about that 0? 0 is less than every positive integer and 0 is greater than every negative integer. So now we note down few points. So write down, all of you write down now. Note. Side heading, write a note. Under that, point number 1. Point number 1. 0 0 is neither positive nor negative. Now, after writing each point, leave one line. After writing this point, leave one line, then go to the second point. Positive integers are greater than 0. Positive integers are greater than 0. Then leave a line. We go to the third point. Negative integers are less than 0. Point number 4. I hope it is done. And after every point, I hope you have left a line. 0 is less than 0 is less than every positive integer. Every positive integer. Leave a line. The fifth point, 0 is greater than every negative integer. Zero is greater than every negative integer. Sixth point, positive numbers are on the right of 0. Positive numbers are on the right side of 0. Same way we can write for negative numbers. The negative numbers are on the left side of 0. Negative numbers are on the left side of 0. On the left side of 0. I hope till 7 points are clear to you. Now to continue with that, let me just draw, don't write now, I'm going to explain to you with the help of a number line. Only till here you should write till point number 7. Now listen further to my explanation. This is 1, 2, 3, etc. This is -1, -2, -3, -4, etc. What happens here is we need to find out which is my smallest positive integer and which is my greatest positive integer. So if I say my smallest positive integer, this is my answer. 1 is the smallest positive integer. But there is no greatest positive integer here because it will go on and on. It has successors. So it will go on. The smallest positive integer is 1 and there is no greatest positive integer. Now we come back to the negative side. My greatest negative integer is -1. This is my smallest positive integer and this is my greatest negative integer. Okay, so here you should write smallest positive integer and here you should write greatest negative integer. Now can you draw this after the 7th point? Please now take out your scale and pencil and draw this number line. And here for 1 you circle and write down arrow smallest positive integer right now. And arrow over here greatest negative integer. Complete this diagram right now. Use your scale and pencil and draw that. And after drawing, we'll write down the 8th point. 8th point is 1 is the smallest positive integer. Then you write like this, -1 in bracket is the greatest negative integer. And I told you there is no greatest positive integer and there is no smallest negative integer. Write the points till here after drawing this. We have some more points which we'll discuss in the next class. You need to complete till here.